Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Beyond Light Season of the Chosen intel. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a new glitch for the Frostbite Shelter from the Storm in the Deep Stone Crypt raid. We've talked about this several times in the past, but Bungie keeps fixing it, and so we have a new method. There was a recent patch that disabled the last method, which revolved around you getting on your Sparrow inside the tunnel before you actually enter the storm, but that's been patched. So we now have a new way that revolves around you actually getting outside of the map. This will allow you to still farm out spoils of Conquest solo and go for those awesome exotics like the Anarchy that are available in the kiosk in the tower. Gonna get to this glitch in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 50,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell that's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos. So if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, why not go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. So a few things that I do want to note about this particular glitch before we actually get into it too much. This is most easily done on a Warlock. I could see it being fairly easy on a Titan, though on a Hunter it might be fairly difficult. Isn't that always the case? The reason for this is there is a fairly significant jump that you're going to have to make at a specific point. And unless you're using stompies and maybe a tether or perhaps another hunter jump method that I'm just not aware of, I think you're gonna fall a little bit short. If you're on a Titan, I would definitely suggest using Lion Rampant boots. I don't think anything else is gonna get you where you need to go. But on a Warlock, it's fairly simple, especially if you're using Heat Rising or if you want to use a super to just fly to the specific spot, you'll find it fairly simply done. Once you get to this area right before the door, you'll notice that there's an actual crack in the ceiling. Maybe you didn't notice it before. I actually hadn't. But you're going to be heading right through there. It's a fairly simple jump, like I said, especially on a Warlock. Once you get up there, you'll turn around and head back towards where the actual door is. But before you get there, you're going to take a left and land in this section. Now this is going to be the only really tricky area. Now it's not tricky because you can fall off and die or anything like that. It's really just tricky because this is the area where you actually still need to do the old get on the Sparrow without having Frostbite glitch. Same thing as we used to do when we used to get on the Sparrow from inside the bubble or when we used to get on the Sparrow from inside the tunnel. In this case, you just have to find a sweet spot. That is the spot where you will start to get the Frostbite debuff, but at the same time you can get far enough away for it to go away again. Now I've noticed that if you actually put your Sparrow right up against this little hill, this is sort of the best spot. Now the reason I say it's a little bit tricky and that this is the best spot is because when you go up on top of the hill, you will get the Frostbite debuff. However, you need to actually backtrack quite a bit further than where you would normally think to actually get it to go away. As you see, it's still at 6 and I'm really far away from where I actually started getting it. So there's a bit of a discrepancy between where it actually takes effect and where it goes away, sort of a no man's land area. But I find if you go right up to the edge of the hill, that's where it'll work. Make sure that you're off the Sparrow, you do not have Frostbite, and then get back on the Sparrow, same as you used to do. Once you've done that, you can get off the Sparrow again, and you are essentially done with that part of the glitch, and you can just progress forward. You're then going to circumnavigate outside of the map. Fly to these rocks over here. Don't worry about falling because you can't die from falling off a ledge or anything. And make your way till you see the bubble. This is the second bubble on the inside. Once you see that, you're going to essentially, again, move clockwise around it, climbing up on these rocks as high as you can while doing so. You're making your way to the opposite side of the bubble. Use the bubble as sort of a way to navigate though. You're going to try to get up as high as you possibly can and make your way onto this rock. Now on a warlock, you can actually make the final jump from this rock, but you might need a little bit of luck. I would actually suggest go up on top of this rock, and though it's a little bit further back, because of the height difference, it'll just make it a little bit easier. I think if you're on a Titan, this is going to be the place you need to go. You're going to make your way around using your jump and follow to this rock, and then this is where you're going to be able to get back inside the map. Simply get over the ledge, do a little bit of sword flying if you need to, and then fall down, and you're inside. At this point, it's fairly straightforward. You can just make your way all the way to the chest. So that's really it. Again, if you're on a warlock, this is fairly easily done. On a Titan, I could see it being somewhat easy, but on a hunter, I am personally not aware of a method that will make it easy, though I can see it being done. So if you're in a raid group, I actually don't know if this is going to be the best or the most viable method. If you're somebody who just has trouble making your way through this particular puzzle area, maybe do it. But if you're in a group, I can't imagine a whole bunch or an entire raid group of 6 people outside the map all doing that and trying to find that one sweet spot to be able to get back inside the map. I could just see it being sort of a cluster and not really saving anybody time, or just making it a lot more frustration than it's worth. But like I said, for solo runs, just getting that first raid chest for the spoils, for also that added legendary loot, the raid piece of gear that you might get, usually a weapon or a piece of armor. Both are usually good. This is a great method. Hopefully Bungie doesn't fix this one, because it is sort of an out-of-bounds glitch. I can imagine it actually sticking around for a little while. The other two did stick around for quite some time. They were only recently patched. The second one was only recently patched, I believe, last week. So that was about, 6 months since the raid has officially been released. So with this one, because there is that out-of-bounds area, I can imagine it sticking around for at least that long, though I'm not sure. Depends on, I guess, how many people get proficient at using it. But I could see that this one, just because it does take a little bit more patience and a little bit more to finagle, that it might actually stick around quite a bit longer. So that's going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found this helpful, and you can still go and farm your spoils to get your exotics from the kiosk. Like I said, I would suggest, if you don't have any of the kiosk weapons, to definitely go for Anarchy. And if you don't have Anarchy, this is probably the easiest way to actually get enough spoils to go out and buy Anarchy. So definitely get it. It's still a beast of a weapon, one of the ones that I always have with me at any given time. For the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comment section today. Leave a Spoils of Conquest, or a Season of the Chosen, or a Beyond Light. Hashtag all of those. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you in the next video. Later!